Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have dominated the game for well over 15 years, but there is a new crop of youngsters looking to make a similar impact as the two footballing gods in the near future. So, who are these lads, and how good are they actually? Let's take a look at 10 young footballers who will rock the world in years to come. First up is Manchester United's wonder kid, Alejandro Gargano, who has already made a reasonable impact at Old Trafford since his arrival. Yeah, I know, he's only 18 years old, so you might be wondering what makes him so special. For starters, he's played alongside Cristiano Ronaldo at club level and has been on the same Argentina national team with Lionel Messi. Now, if that isn't a testament to how good this kid is, then I don't know what is. That aside, having played with the two best players means he's gotten a lot of tips and tricks to succeed in the long run. For now, no one can deny Garnacho's talents. He's fast, smart, and pretty tricky with the ball. He's also got a good eye for assists, which can only be good news for Marcus Rashford, right? His coach at United, Erik ten Hag, has shown great faith in the youngster, as he has been featured regularly not only in the EPL, but in other domestic and international competitions. Next on our list is Borussia Dortmund's Jota Moku, who at the tender age of 18 is proving to be one of the best players in the German Bundesliga. Interestingly, Moku started turning heads when he was just 13 years old, as he has made a big name for himself with Dortmund's under-17 and under-19 teams. Of course, his performances with the youth team caught the attention of the senior team, and he has taken his chances pretty well. Why do I say this? Well, what else is there to say about an 18-year-old player who has already scored 12 goals in his first season with the senior team? Now that he's a regular feature for Dortmund, it will only be a matter of time before he breaks into the German national team. Don't bet against it. Another young Bundesliga player to watch out for comes in at number 8 on our list. He's none other than Florian Wirtz, and the Bayern Leverkusen midfielder is surely on the path to greatness. Wirtz might not be the most popular young name in club football, but he's certainly one of the most talented. In fact, those who watch German Bundesliga would be familiar with his name, and of course, his captivating style of play. At 20 years old, Wirtz has been tipped to be the future of the German national team's midfield. There are no small shoes to fill when you consider the likes of Michael Ballack, Toni Kroos, Sami Khedira, and Bastian Schweinsteiger, who have all manned Germany's midfield in the past to perfection. I doubt the young lad will be under too much pressure though, as he has the skills to make his club and country proud. He'll be counting on his ability to make brilliant runs into the box, his dribbling, and his assists to take him to the very top of his career. Going by his recent form, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the big teams in Europe come calling for his signature. I'd be surprised if the next young player on our list needs any introduction, because even if you don't watch the Spanish La Liga, you must have seen Eduardo Camavinga dazzle for Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. Currently 20 years old, Camavinga is already living many players' dreams. He's a Madrid star, and he's played in a World Cup final with his home country. Sure, he didn't win the biggest prize in football, but to be a prominent player for both club and country says a lot about how good this youngster is. It's only a matter of time before he completely steals the show at Madrid. All that needs to happen is for Luka Modric and Toni Kroos to leave, and trust me when I say it'll be a Camavinga show from then on. Not only is the Frenchman rock solid on the ground, he also possesses exceptional technical ability with the ball at his feet. He's a great dribbler who has proven that getting out of tight spaces is no big deal for him. Already, he's won the UEFA Champions League, and there's plenty of years ahead of him to do more. At number 6, we have another young player who has done a lot for his age. His name is Jamal Musiala, and at just 20 years old, he's made more than 90 appearances for Bayern Munich. Now, if you think the number of his appearances for the German Giants are impressive, how impressed would you be if I told you that he scored 23 goals during these appearances? As for trophies, well, you can't play for Bayern Munich without snatching up a couple. Musiala has won the German Bundesliga as well as the German Cup a total of 3 times. But that's not all, as he has also won the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA Super Cup. Having made his mark in club football, the big question now is, how well will he perform at national team level? Musiala, who represented England at youth level, has played for the German national team a total of 23 times. Which isn't bad for a 20-year-old. As for his style of play, he can do a lot of damage on the flanks, and he can also play the traditional number 10 role. Dropping assists for his attacking players and scoring the goals himself are also among his many strong points. Joško Gvardiol is up next, and at just 21 years old, he's already played in 3 different leagues across Europe. Now, there can only be one possible reason for his movement from club to club, which is his extraordinary talent. He's now a Manchester City player, but he didn't come at a cheap price. Pep Guardiola has seen so much potential in this young man that he didn't mind the £77 million price tag RB Leipzig stuck to his name. This deal made Gvardiol the second most expensive defender in all of club football, and such a huge cost automatically means huge expectations. Thankfully, the young Croatian has all the talent needed to fit into Manchester City's squad and help them win yet another Premier League title. He might be a defender, but he's very comfortable holding the ball and spreading play across the field. He's also a very tough kid who's not afraid to contest loose balls in the air and on the ground. Now, we can't talk about a prospective young talent without mentioning Barcelona's Gaby. He's already a regular face in the Spanish national team, as he's earned over 21 caps. As for his club, the talented midfielder has already played more than 70 times for Barca. What makes this lad so special is that he reminds the world about Barca midfield legends Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta. Being compared to these two alone says a lot about how good Gavy's midfield play is. He can create goals, score them, and defend brilliantly. Now, I know some of you might think it's harsh to place Bukayo Saka at number 3, but you'll understand why when we get to number 1. Anyway, the Arsenal striker has done no wrong since making his first team debut for the London club. He's scored crucial goals for both club and country, and he almost helped the Gunners win the 2022-23 English Premier League. At 21 years old, Saka has played more than 100 times for Arsenal, and he's also one of the most popular players in the world. If he continues his fine form, then he might just be the man to lead Arsenal back to their title-winning ways. Another Barcelona player storms our list, and this time it's Pedro, perfectly placed in our number 2 slot. Just like Gaby, Pedro has also been compared to Xavi and Iniesta, and that too is a great testament to how well he plays. Now, if he and Gaby can form the same kind of partnership the Barca legends had, then they'd definitely be gods at the new camp. In the meantime, Pedro can play in the central midfield position, as well as out wide if need be. He also has a strong knack for assists and scoring, so it came as no surprise when he was named UEFA European Championship Young Player of the Tournament in 2020. He was also included in the La Liga Team of the Season for the 2021-22 season. But even with all Pedro's talent, the number 1 spot belongs to arguably the hottest young player on the planet, Jude Bingham. The Real Madrid man has entered the Spanish La Liga with an absolute bang, as he equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's record by scoring in 4 consecutive matches. The England international was so good in his boyhood days that his former team, Birmingham City, actually had his jersey number retired. At just 19 years of age, Jude Bellingham has played in the UEFA Champions League with Borussia Dortmund and has represented England at the highest level. Well, feel free to hit the comments and tell us about any other young player who you think will rock the world in the near future. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.